Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We got 12 matchups on this NBA slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Also, if you guys want to get in my premium private Discord, love to have you guys in there. Links in the description below where I post all my plays every day. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today. Starting with the Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers opening up as a 5.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 229. Warriors coming into this matchup 9-10. The Clippers 8-10. Head-to-head Golden State 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. No Chris Paul for a while. Wiggins is questionable. And that's all the injury news there. Warriors coming off a Clippers win, 120-114. Nice win for the Warriors here. They are 6-3 against the Clippers, 4-2 covering against the Clippers. Yeah, it was a much needed win for the Warriors. Good bounce back. Now they're getting underdog value on the road here. Clippers, Clippers are just going to be that team that this year we don't really know what they're about. A lot of very talented roster, but I just think they're going to underperform this year. And I think I'll take a shot with the Warriors plus 5.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Charlotte Hornets. Minnesota opening up as a 6-point road favorite with the over-under at 220. Minnesota coming into this matchup 14-4. The Hornets 6-11. Head-to-head, Charlotte 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. No Anthony Edwards. Again, he did miss last game, so it is a big loss for Minnesota. But they were able to get the win without him last game, coming off a Utah win. They're 8-2 in their last 10 right now. Charlotte coming off a Brooklyn win. Minnesota. You look at the numbers, they have not been good against Charlotte. They're 1-6 against Charlotte. 1-5 covering on the road against Charlotte. Yeah, they have not been good against Charlotte here. But this is a much different Charlotte team, especially without LaMelo Ball. Brandon Miller questionable here. Even without Anthony Edwards, I think they're good enough to beat Charlotte. They're still playing very well here. And I think I'm going to take Minnesota -6 in money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Detroit Pistons. Cavs opening up as a 9.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 224.5. Cavs coming into this matchup 10-9. Detroit 2-17. Head-to-head, Cleveland 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. Cleveland coming off that just bad Portland loss. That was a bad loss for them. They did beat Detroit in their last meeting 108-100. Good thing is they're playing a Detroit team who didn't win it in November. I think they're on a 15-game losing streak, 15-16 game. Yeah, this is a very bad Detroit team. Cleveland 6-0 against Detroit. I know they're coming off a bad game against Portland here. Don't think they're going to sell here against Cleveland or against Detroit. Detroit 0-8 at home. Yeah, we'll take Cleveland -9.5 in money line on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Orlando Magic versus the Brooklyn Nets. Nets opening up as a 2.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 227.5. Magic coming into this matchup 14-5. Brooklyn 9-9. Head-to-head, Brooklyn 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. Orlando on a 9-game winning streak. They're actually tied for their franchise's longest win streak. So a win here will break their franchise record, which is pretty good. I mean, man, they're on fire right now. Their last loss, believe it or not, was to Brooklyn by 20 points. That was their last loss. Brooklyn coming off a Charlotte loss. The Magic 8-1 covering during this 9-game winning streak here. Yeah, crazy. Their last loss was a kind of a Just a blowout loss against the Nets. But man, since that loss, they've been just hot. I mean, the hottest team in the NBA for sure. And we're riding this streak. I want to see them make history. And yeah, we'll take Magic money line and +2.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as a 6.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 251.5. Hawks coming into this matchup 9-9. The Bucks 13-6. Head-to-head Atlanta 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Atlanta coming off a Spurs win. Bucks coming off a bad Chicago loss. Atlanta 3-11 on the road against the Bucks. Atlanta's 1-7 covering the spread. Yeah, they have not been great covering the spread here. As for injuries, don't see any major injuries here. Yeah, Atlanta's not been good covering the spread. 2-5 covering on the road. Bucks 7-0 at home. 11-3 at home against Atlanta here. I like Bucks to bounce back at home. Give me Bucks -6.5 in money line here. Next matchup, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the Miami Heat. Heat opening up as a 3-point home favorite with the over-under at 240. Pacers coming into this matchup 9-8. The Heat 11-8. Head-to-head, Miami 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Tyrese Halliburton, questionable. Be sure to check his status. That would be a big injury if he was out. No Bam. Bam is out for this matchup here. Pacers on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a 10-point Miami loss. Miami coming off that Pacers win yesterday or last game. Yeah, Pacers, they are just 2-5 against Miami. 3-7 on the road against Miami. They've struggled against Miami here. But I will say, if Tyrese Halliburton is good to go, I like the Pacers on the road here. Without Bam, pretty thin, I'd say, depth-wise. I mean, he's a big part of their team. So if Halliburton plays, I'm going to take Pacers +3. Next matchup, we got the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Chicago Bulls. Pelicans opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 219.5. Pelicans coming into this matchup 11-9. The Bulls 6-14. Head-to-head, Pelicans 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Pelicans on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Spurs win. Bulls coming off a Bucks win. Pelicans 9-3 against the Bulls. They're 8-2 covering the spread right now. They're playing really good. Chicago 1-5 covering the spread. 1-5 in their last 6 as well. And as long as the Pelicans aren't resting anybody, we'll see coming off a back-to-back. They're playing great. DeMar DeRozan is questionable. Zach LaVine out. Yeah, give me Pelicans -3 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Phoenix Suns. Suns opening up as a 9-point home favorite with the over-under at 220.5. Grizzlies coming into this matchup 5-13. The Suns 11-8. Head-to-head, Phoenix 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Devin Booker is questionable, so be sure to check his status. He has been out, I believe, the last 2 games. Memphis on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a big Dallas win yesterday. Phoenix on a 2-game losing streak, coming off an 8-point Denver loss yesterday. And yeah, this Phoenix team is not going to be the same if they're just not going to be the same if Devin Booker's not playing. And for me, if Devin Booker plays, I like the Suns -9 at home. But if Devin Booker's out, I think Memphis is a sneaky cover on the road. So I would take a shot with Memphis +9 here in that case. Next matchup, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Dallas Mavericks. Thunder opening up as a 4-point road favorite with the over-under at 235.5. Thunder coming into this matchup 12-6. Dallas 11-7. Head-to-head, Dallas 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Remember, Luka missed last game. He missed it because the birth of his child. So we'll see. I'm sure he should be back today. Usually that's like a one-day window kind of thing. OKC coming off a Lakers win. Dallas just coming off an embarrassing loss to Memphis yesterday. Apparently, without Luka, they do not know how to play basketball, and it showed. OKC playing very good. Big Lakers win they're coming off of. They're 4-1 covering on the road against Dallas. 7-1 covering in their last 9. I mean, yeah, playing good basketball here. And Mavs getting underdog money at home. Yeah, look, I don't see anything on Luka's status, but as long as Luka's playing, the Mavs are always going to be a threat. And when he's not playing, it's clear they need him, just like the Lakers. They always need LeBron. If Luka's playing, give me Mavs +4 at home. Next matchup, we got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Utah Jazz. Jazz opening up as a 1.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 221. Blazers coming into this matchup 6-12. The Jazz 6-13. Head-to-head, Utah 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. Clarkson is questionable. Portland on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Cleveland win. They did beat Utah 121-105 in their last meeting here. Utah has been disappointing on a 2-game losing streak. They are 2-6 in their last 8. It's just an ugly matchup here. You got Portland, they're 4-1 against Utah. 4-1 covering against Utah. 4-1 covering in their last 5. Yeah, I don't know. Not in love with this one here, but I think I'll take a shot with Portland +1.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Denver Nuggets versus the Sacramento Kings. Kings opening up as a 4.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 231. Denver coming into this matchup 14-6. The Kings 10-7. Head-to-head, Denver 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray are questionable, so be sure to check their statuses. Denver on a 4-game winning streak, coming off a big Phoenix win last night. Sacramento coming off a rough Clippers loss. And yeah, as long as Denver's not resting anybody coming off a back-to-back, I mean, they're 6-1 against Sacramento, 5-2 covering against Sacramento. As long as they're not resting anybody coming off this back-to-back, any major key guys, give me Denver +4.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Houston Rockets versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers opening up as a 5-point home favorite with the over-under at 222. Houston coming into this matchup 8-8. The Lakers 11-9. Head-to-head, Lakers are 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Looks like Fred VanVleet is good to go. I think he did miss the last game for Houston. Looks like Jared Vanderbilt and Rui are both questionable. Those would be big additions if they can get back in the lineup. Houston on a 2-game losing streak. Man, they've played the Lakers very good. I mean, they beat the Lakers in their first meeting by like almost 30. And then they lost to Lakers by 1, about 6 games ago here. They've played LA very good. LA coming off that just bad beating against OKC. And yeah, Rockets, they played the Lakers very well. So I'll take a shot with Houston +5 on the road here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.